Hey everybody, welcome back to Kratom Kingdom. This is Chris Irving from Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm not crying. Because I'm dehydrated, there's a lot of salt in my tears, and so when I tear up, it burns my eyes and makes them water. And that could all be repaired if I just drank water instead of tea, so much tea. But why do I drink Kratom? What's the point? Why not drink a black tea? Why not drink coffee? Well, for one thing, Kratom is an amazing pain reliever. Because December 21st, 2003, I suffered a massive stroke that killed me. For 14 seconds, I was dead and in a coma. They put me in a drug-induced coma for a month until my brain swelling would go down enough to where I wasn't in complete and utter agony every time I was awake. They pumped me on so much morphine that I had no idea if I was alive or dead at the time. Didn't care what they were doing to me. They were doing procedures to me in public and I didn't care. I think they gave me a catheter in the hallway. The hospital was so busy, which I was out of it. I was probably into it because I was so morphined out. And anyway, that's where Kratom comes in. Today I took 2 Tylenol for the first time in forever because my mom was like, she saw how sore I was. I could barely walk because I've been over exercising, trying to get in shape, and trying to get rid of this thing here. And so she offered me 2 Tylenol, which I took, and they did nothing. So I rushed home, came home, made a cup of red Kratom, and immediately my muscles quit hurting. And I started working out again. It's a motivator for me to work out. So I drink Kratom because it motivates me to work out. I take it as a pre-workout. It increases my pain tolerance and allows me to stretch my spastic muscles out more because I can handle the pain more. Also, I suffer from profound depression. If there was a level of depression, I'm at the top. Because of one day I was a normal, everyday school teacher, very loved and by the faculty and by the students. The next day I'm wearing diapers in the hospital because I couldn't hold my body functions because my brain was so messed up. So it made me very depressed, and I just remember crying a lot, which was really weird because I had never cried before that, not since I was a little kid. And I just remember holding on to a nurse and just weeping into her shoulder. And shout out to the nurses at St. Joseph's Hospitals. You guys are amazing. And they held me when I was crying, and then all of a sudden I started getting anxious. Am I going to be like this forever? Is this it? Is this my life? Am I going to only have one arm for the rest of my life? And I could already tell my wife was starting to look at other men, men that were whole, men that didn't have strokes, men that weren't crazy disabled. I've done pretty well for myself. I live on my own. I earn SSDI, which is Social Security Disability, and I paid into it for 40 years, so I might as well earn something use it. I'm not just living off the government. I paid that money in case I needed it for a situation like this, and I did, and I do, and I use it. But Social Security Disability is kind of pathetic how much they give me. It gives me enough to pay my Section 8 apartment and some food. And maybe gas. I haven't bought gas for my car in forever because I don't go anywhere because of my agoraphobia. And because it's just so damn expensive to buy gas. So don't go anywhere, and Kratom helped with my depression. It worked on those neurotransmitters that release serotonin and dopamine. And I believe in my neuropsych education that Kratom releases dopamine, which is the feel-good neurotransmitter. Because I get a nice warm euphoria from it. Just a nice warm, comfortable feeling. And yes, I am getting tired, which is good because it's 8:38 now. I should be in bed by 9, which is my goal. But I'll put out this video first. Anyway, I hope you all are having an amazing day. And let me just recap the reason I take Kratom. It's an amazing pain reliever, better than Tylenol, better than hydrocodone, and it's good for my depression. Releases more serotonin and dopamine in my brain, and it alleviates a lot of my anxiety because it calms me down. It kind of chills me out. And I mean, you can see I can barely keep my eyes open anymore just from drinking this red Kratom, which calms me down. And each strain does a different thing to you. You know, like red calms me down, green wakes me up. Like if I wanted to stay awake all night, I would drink green Kratom, but I don't want to stay awake all night. I want to go to bed at a reasonable hour, so I am going to drink red Kratom. And those are the reasons that I take Kratom. And put in the comments why you take Kratom. I'm curious to know. And if there's any questions or anything else you want me to go over about Kratom, I will be glad to oblige you. So just put it in the comments. I read them all. Peace out, everybody. Love you.